Send a maniac to catch one. Welcome to my show. It is the Let's Talk show on Wednesdays. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, it's a good time. You know it is. Welcome back. What's up, everybody? Dan in the Dirt. A lot of new people coming over from Adam's show. I love you too. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Get you a hug. Dan in the Dirt. Little Bear. So many cool new people. What is going on? I love to see that. So today, I'm bringing a good friend back, and maybe a new good friend. We'll have to see. Adam Crigler and Darth Caul are coming on to talk about one of my all-time favorite action movies of the 90s. That is Demolition Man. What is going on, guys?
What up?
How you doing?
Doing good, dude.
I see you,
How
chat.
are you
How
doing?
you doing, chat? Hey, by the way, everyone who came over from my show, thank you. Love this.
Oh, yeah, what's up, Adam's chat?
Adam,
thanks so much for having me, brother.
Love this guy. Thanks for following us over. Guests aren't muted. Oh, you heard.
I just unmuted.
No.
Nice.
Wow, there we go. That's cool. Yeah.
All right. So let's see. I did get some super chats before we started, so I want to get through them, and I want to kind of set the stage. So how we do it on the show is, if you guys want to have anything you say, there's the chat, also super chats and donations. I'm not going to ignore them. We're going to read them, but sometimes we get a little deep into the movie conversation. So we're going to go into the movie conversation, then we'll pick those up. But I want to pick up these ones real quick. Hyperon became a top secret Uber Chad member. That's top tier. Dang.
Nice.
That's top tier.
That's top tier.
Dang.
Mhm.
I love the support. Thank you. You became a member earlier on my channel.
Dude, that is so cool. We're doing a member stream on Saturday, by the way, so look forward to that. Mr. Tickle Trunk for 20 Canadian syrup coins. That gets you a high. Flawed. Garrett, you smooch his little tushy and tell him he's special, because he's back. Where is he?
Where's Flawed?
He
He didn't do the homework.
He did do the homework.
He didn't do the homework.
He does have a dog. Maybe his dog ate it. It's okay.
Here's to your success over the last few, Flawed. Well, I'm sure Flawed appreciates it, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, there we go.
I appreciate it.
Word.
There's a couple more, and I'm going to pick them up. But first, let's get into the movie. Without further ado, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
I've told the chat earlier, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's one of those VHSs I always went to on the shelf. Just love every minute of it. So
What are
good.
your favorite movies of all time?
Yeah, of all
I
time.
didn't realize that going into this. I wasn't aware that it was that high caliber for you.
Oh yeah.
Not to say that I don't consider it a great movie, because I think it's a great movie, but all time, I mean, that's a bold statement.
I think it's just nostalgia mostly. The repetition of watching it over and over and over and over. I'm sure it's not the best action movie of all time. I'm sure there's a lot of other ones that are legitimately better. But to me, this movie is just so good. Wesley Snipes, fantastic
Dude.
Villain, top
Badass
notch
with the martial arts too, dude. Like
True.
Oh, dude, he had to slow
It's
down.
Like I think it's like a seventh
down.
degree in like Hapkido. So like when
In
he was
real
doing
life.
those high kicks,
In-
well, there's no way he could do those kicks without being able to really do it, because he's
Trained.
kicking over his head.
That's true.
Like, your hip flexibility has to be crazy to do that. So
So
I like that, because back in those movies, you got to see the choreography.
right
Mhm.
now, it's
Mhm.
I don't know. It seems fake, and even though there's really
It is.
talented people like stuntmen and martial artists that are doing it, they pack on so much makeup on top of it, and as in makeup, I mean like VFX and filters and layers, and it just makes the whole thing look fake, and it's not, you don't get that realness of somebody literally being scraped across the ground while they're fighting in a car. But we'll get to that. So Adam, I always like to ask these questions. What was your first introduction to Demolition Man? When did you watch it for the first time?
When did I first watch Demolition Man? Oh man, I think I was in high school. What year did it come out?
92. 93,
Came out.
excuse me.
Came out in 93.
Yeah.
Maybe could have been middle school. It was definitely mid 90s. I remember the Bulls were winning everything.
I think it was like second or third grade.
All the time. Right, because we were the same age. So
yeah, so we were like in the middle of elementary school when.
But I didn't. Yeah. I don't think I watched it when it first came out. I watched it after, like, I remember when I first watched it. It was around the time where I was like, Stargate, not Fifth Element, that didn't come out yet, but like it was Stargate and Demolition Man were the my two movies, my go-to movies that I like loved watching. And I really liked, honestly, Wesley Snipes made that movie to me more than Sylvester Stallone.
100%.
You know, Stallone, you know, his character, and also what's her name?
Sandra Bullock.
Her name. Sandra Bullock. Like she actually did a good job of
Lenina
playing that
Huxley.
That quirky character who was like obsessed with the, you know, the previous generations. She actually kind of made a good scene into the movie as well. But I was at this age where I really liked action flicks, explosions, things like that. Like, you know, all kids, or I feel like most boys go through that era of like, you know, loving that kind of stuff. You know, I watched G.I. Joe when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, there wasn't that much explosions in the Turtles movies, but, you know, it was also kind of gritty, and there is kind of like a grittiness to this movie, even though it's kind of comical in most of the movie. Like, it starts off dark and dreary and like brutal wasteland of, was it
LA?
Yeah,
LA,
you know what's
right?
So fascinating about that is okay. So it comes out in 93, right? But it's only set 3 years in the future, and it's
it's like
dystopian,
destroyed.
messed up.
Yeah. When you think about it, at the time when they were producing it, LA was like.
Exactly.
It was a trash heap, and it was riots.
The year before,
and...
it was when there was the Korean rooftop Americans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of that
fear.
They held
it down on their stores when the cops ran, and it was just the people defending their businesses.
Super based.
But like, right after that, they make this movie. So, you know, like, they're riding that wave of
3 years.
Yeah.
In 3 years, they thought it was going to devolve into like this hellscape.
Yeah. Well, they're there, right? They're producing it in LA, and they're like, this is the reality that we're going to live in. It's going to be this forever. Let's make a movie about it. So movie, you saw it later, Darth Caul. Did you see it in the theaters, or did you?
I remember always like seeing it like at sleepovers, like one of the options that we might watch, but I never watched it as a kid. So I watched it for the first time. I think we were talking about it, Adam, on your show like a month or two ago. So I watched it then, and then I watched it again today because we're going to talk about it. So I'm like a fresh perspective of someone from present time having seen it, but I'm still a big Stallone fan, and that era and that kind of movie. I watched a lot of them, so it was cool to see a new one that I hadn't seen.
Yeah,
I want to get this point out. I want to get
your point out.
So now I referenced the beginning of the movie. So spoiler alert. Do we even need to like?
No.
All right. I don't care. So the very beginning.
This is all
of the movie,
spoilers. This whole thing.
Right. So, you know, he's trying to find Simon Phoenix. He's the only guy to do it.
Yeah.
And he comes in on the scene. You know, they fly him in. He goes solo into this building.
He bungee jumps from a helicopter.
He yells his name, Phoenix! Jumping out of the helicopter.
It's so epic.
It's like, who is he yelling
to? So what I found really interesting is he's trying to get him. He does, in fact, get him, but then the building blows up. And there's innocents that get killed. Like, all these people they found all the dead bodies. And he gets arrested for it.
Yeah, he gets pinned.
Because they say it's his fault for being the Demolition Man, for always destroying wherever he goes.
And that's the inciting incident in the movie.
What I like about the beginning is you can really start the movie with almost the end of an action movie.
True.
Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like the end of an action movie. We get the bad guy monologue. He goes into the compound. He kicks everybody's ass. He takes him to jail. And then this happens. And that's what sets us off on this whole...
I want that movie.
Dude, right? The
I
prequel?
want that movie. Yeah.
Simon Phoenix in his prime?
Yes.
That would be
Definitely.
amazing.
Also, I think that they like had the idea before the Matrix because he doesn't know martial arts until after he goes through like 36 years of cryo, and they're like
That's a good
using the
point.
martial arts.
Yeah.
That was before Neo had Kung Fu uploaded into
That's
his brain.
true.
So they kind of pioneered
but
that.
before we move
Yes.
like forward a little bit,
Yeah.
it's that shit would never have happened because in 1996, and I'm pretty sure it's still very prevalent now, police have a thing called qualified immunity. You know about qualified immunity?
No. Is this like
No.
diplomatic immunity?
It's essentially like there's a certain amount of.
Can it be revoked? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in that sense, probably. But they're protected. They have like some semblance of protection from doing when
Crime?
things go bad on the job. Well, it's
doing crimes.
What did he do that was a crime though? Right? It was a
Reckless
bomb that
endangerment.
Phoenix, like set off, and it could have happened whether or not he showed up. John Spartan. If he didn't show up, it could have blown
And
blown
he
up
did
anyway.
say that he scanned the building for heat signatures, and all was there was his minions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So according to the logs, they could have proven that he had no reason to assume that anybody was there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the fact that like right off the bat, that's kind of bullshit. Like they kind of they just
threw
did
him
it
under the
for-
bus.
They just needed to get him in the cryo tube. Like, we got to get this movie started.
Well, you have this. You kind
it's
of
your
get
fault.
this.
Throw him in there.
You kind of
Yeah,
get.
right
Well,
off the
yeah.
bat,
The
I'm
writers are like,
I'm like,
we got to get him in there.
Man, come on.
Well, you
Yeah,
kind of
they
get
were like,
this.
I
You get
have
this
it.
feeling.
He's
I gotta
frozen.
critique it. I
You
had
get
to
this
critique
feeling though that this is almost like the last straw. He is. They call him the Demolition Man. There's news reports of this kid. That there's other things that happened before this. So it's like, okay,
This is
look,
true.
I can't. You got to go to jail for this one because a bunch of people died this time.
Right.
Sorry, like we got to do something about it. You know, there's the last straw. So I kind of get that. But yeah,
That's a good point.
there is a legit reason for him to have immunity.
Yeah, that's interesting though. I didn't even think about the Matrix connection because you know, you mentioned Simon Phoenix in his prime. It's like, was he really in his prime?
That's true.
It felt
yeah.
like they gave him that upgrade and he became the ultimate Simon Phoenix in the future.
Yeah.
Because he
Super
then
Simon
became
Phoenix.
like this super soldier that can hack into computers and
Yeah.
like
What,
do all this stuff.
am I possessed? Whenever he's like getting into that computer, he's like, am I possessed?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, he has decades of knowledge when he wakes up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And
He
then
can
for
unlock,
Stallone,
he
it's
has
like-
passwords, he has all this stuff.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
knows how to use the seashells probably.
I would
He
say.
probably had no issue there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he never
You know
talked
what?
about
To
it.
this day, I know that's probably the most common reference thing of the movie. But even still, was it ever explained? Like,
No.
even in the writers' minds when they wrote about the seashells, did they even
No.
did they think
I don't-
about like what the seashells?
I think
would
there's
have
an
actually
explanation.
done?
No
I think
way.
one of the writers
Do we
came up with an
know?
explanation. I think it's like the
Hold on, I'm
first
gonna
one
try to find this.
scrapes
Hold on.
most of it off.
You
My
think
bet.
And then the second one, you know, is for extra cleanup.
Maybe
And I'm
some of the-
assuming that
maybe
the
some of
third one
shells
is
have
also,
liquid,
and maybe,
you know, my guess is they didn't actually at all
think about it.
think about it. They're
Yeah.
just like, this will be funny. We'll never reference it specifically. Yeah.
Like, we're just trying to think of like future things that might seem strange to a 90s personality. It's funny, a lot of the things though ended up, and everybody says this now, ended up being reality. Like not being able to touch each other.
Dude, I wrote a list. I have a list of all the
You
ones.
have a list. Okay,
Yeah.
bestow us with your list.
Okay, all right. So I wrote everything that I'm like, this was in real life in the movie. Number
Okay.
one, we got Zoom meetings in 1993.
The
They
little-
finally did
Yeah.
Zoom meetings, dude, and it's so creepy.
Not just Zoom meetings, but Zoom meetings where you can delete the background behind you and it's just your face.
Yeah.
Have you,
Oh, that's
did you
right.
notice that? Like you can see he's sitting in a chair, cocked toe,
Mhm.
but in the
Right.
screen it's black. It's a black background, so you can green screen out the back of his, like you're doing right now, Darth Caul.
Yeah, precisely. The floating cat.
Yeah.
Alexa, they predicted Alexa.
Yeah.
They predicted self-driving cars and
Oh,
Tesla.
the smart home,
Yes.
right?
Now this one didn't happen yet, but I wrote it because we're getting so close. Paperless money, like it's in danger. Like we're going towards it
What do you
But-
mean?
I mean, it
We've got
exists.
paperless money. I mean, everyone's got credit cards. What's
in their hand, right?
What's the difference?
What do you mean?
I mean,
but like, there's no bills
paper.
in that. There's no bills, like paper bills and coins anymore.
Like you're just
all.
saying that they just completely got rid of it. Yeah.
It's
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Patriot Act.
Hold on, but keep in mind though. Sorry. Keep in
yeah.
mind, this was the utopia that was built in LA, though, right?
Yeah.
They make it clear that this is that area. Like we
This
don't
is
know
San
what
Diego,
the rest of the world.
San Diego, LA,
San Diego,
you know,
Santa
Burbank,
Barbara, and
Santa
LA.
Barbara. That's
Right. They to the new San. What do they call it? San Angeles.
San Angeles, I think.
San Angeles, yeah. So we don't know if the rest of the world is still functioning normally, or if it's a different kind of a world out there. Because he kind of makes it seem, I don't remember the main bad. What's the main bad guy's name?
Cocteau,
right? He kind of makes it seem like, once this plan works, this will be a utopia, and then we can expand.
Yeah.
And it's like, so like he wants the world under his heel right now. He's trying to maintain just the city that he's got.
Wow.
All right, please continue.
Yes,
Carl,
please continue.
That's a good point I didn't think about though. Like how does the rest of the country feel about this what the heck?
This
utopia.
utopia.
Like, do they all hate it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to
I didn't even think about
be
that.
similar, right? I mean, to be at this point of you don't know murder. Like whenever a murder happens, they're like, what is happening? What is this? I don't even know what this is.
They're like children.
Yeah.
They don't know
literally like vomiting.
Mm-hmm.
They're police officers. They're vomiting because of a murder happens.
Let's see. Okay, so Patriot Act I wrote down because every inch of the city is watched 24/7 by the police, and
cameras everywhere.
Someone even calls it fascist, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Social distancing, they predicted that, not touching each other. So weird.
Oh yeah.
Be well.
Weird.
Be well.
And not only did they mention the social distancing, but Cocteau, when he's explaining, like, you weren't here, Stallone, when things got really bad, he talked about people staying inside, like people staying inside of the big cities during riots and COVID and all that stuff. It's kind of crazy.
A little weird.
Kind of crazy how they picked up on that one. So the social distancing, the metaverse, when they're having sex with the freaking headsets and VR, that's pretty
VR, yeah.
Zuckerberg's metaverse, right? Okay.
Well, I just did a segment on that where that's actually reality, where people are saying that there's going to be this thing that's coming soon that will make sex just like better than real life. And I'm
Sandra Bullock even says that in the movie when he's like, what is this?
Yeah.
She's like, scientifically, it's actually better. They mentioned it.
And
they're saying
no bodily fluids exchanged.
It's scary.
Crazy.
Okay, and this is a big one. The policing and changing of the language used. That's a huge one because they change the language so much and they police it, which we're experiencing now. So that's just like bada boom, bada bing, right in your face.
Literally like fining you per word.
Yeah.
And then they call the police on you. With Simon Phoenix when he's at the computer and he continues to cuss due to your lack of following. They have been notified and they show up.
Yeah,
like,
fuckers are fast.
Like, in the way we would have said it is, what's that smell? But Garcia goes, what is that emanation? So like they add as many syllables to every word as they can. Another weird thing is they do it like Lieutenant Commander Data, where he doesn't speak in contractions. Especially Huxley, she almost never speaks in contractions, which is extra.
Everybody's referred to by first and last name. They have phrases like "be well," "enhance your calm," stuff like that. Like,
and then
joy.
Yeah. And then I just wrote social engineering because it's like the whole behavior of the humans. How can you argue that if there wasn't social engineering going on there at that point?
Right.
Yeah, it's like the World Economic Forum in a single. I mean, he's literally wearing. Cocteau is wearing the same outfit.
Oh, shit. He really is.
That what's that? What's that guy's name? The leader of the Klaus Schwab. He wears like the same outfit. He's wearing the same outfit. It's crazy how close they look.
Dictators that want to rule the world wear those kind of outfits. It's kind of obvious now. One thing that I noticed was a really big parallel was the amount of people that were against it. You know, the whole underground movement, or literal underground as well as figurative, because they lived under the city. And Dennis Leary did, what a great character, Dennis Leary's character. And
a lot of great lines.
Yeah, a couple little monologues about
his number one monologue, the one about free speech.
Exactly.
Everyone on Twitter that's being slowly crushed by the boot. He's everyone of the
yeah,
exactly. that was the biggest thing to me that I was like, wow. When I was watching the movie, I'm like, this is happening. This is it. This is like, we're seeing this right now.
Well, it's such an example of whenever you try to force everybody to be this utopia, perfect society, people are going to be squished because you can't control the way people want to live. Like they want to do whatever they want to do, even if it's bad for them. Like you can't have salt. It's illegal to have salt because it's bad for you. It's illegal to eat red meat because it's bad for you. It's illegal to do all these things, but people are going to do it anyways.
Yeah,
and they will be pushed under.
How I want to live my life.
Whether it's good for you or bad for you, your freedom to choose has been removed.
And
that's insane.
And the whole premise of this, the inciting incident, right, is Cocteau wanting to kill Friendly,
right,
because he simply wants to live and think, and it's scary because it's like.
And he's the
that
leader
is
of that
where
resistance.
this goes.
So if you cut the head off of that snake, you squash every last little bit of resistance to your fascists.
Well, to him, he thinks if I take out this guy, Edgar Friendly, he's the mastermind. I think that you'd still have people that don't want to follow your garbage because people are just anti-authoritarian.
Well,
by nature.
There's an example of it happening. Mid-movie, you see, so when they go down there for the first time, right, and Stallone eats the rat burger, he drinks the beer. It's like
the best freaking burger. Look, it looks so good. I want to eat that burger, man.
So all right, so he's down there with Huxley, and then the other guy, the really green police officer,
like little kid almost.
He's like Huxley's friend.
Garcia.
He gets
red pilled the hardest out of everyone.
That's exactly what I'm bringing up. So like, he was very much like, he was talking to her like, "Oh, you're such a rebel." Like, "Oh, I wouldn't do anything wrong.
I would never want bad things to happen."
Is there anything in here that doesn't violate?
But as soon as he sees people living freely, he throws on a freaking jacket and joins the revolution. Like that.
Pancho Villa, baby.
Yeah.
Right. He really
fucking
he realized, that's right. He realized how important it was and how much he himself wanted that freedom, because he was living like he thought was supposed to. As soon as you see the reality appear, he was like, whoa, this is available to me.
He's really that character, the character of a person that grows up in a society like this that doesn't know that there's another way to live. That you've been told this your whole life that you can't have these things or you shouldn't do these things, and this is just how reality is. And then you wake up to that, and you say, "Wait, hold up. There's more to life than this." And then he, like you said, he just goes wholeheartedly into it, and then switches teams.
Happens quickly, but not immediately. His first reaction is, "Oh, what is that emanation? This is so gross. You live like this," and then like he sees freedom of choice for like a couple of minutes. He's like, "Oh, this is pretty rad."
He sees the freedom of choice. He sees that monologue of all these things, and really, you don't get a follow up of him until he walks up and it's like literally he's standing there, he's absorbing this monologue, and then action happens.
Well,
and then you come back.
You see him after
you don't even see him. Like they go to
he
this.
Might have just stayed down there the whole time.
Yeah, they go to this. They go to the table, and then a bunch of action happens, and then Sandra Bullock and Sylvester Stallone get out on the car, and they leave, and he's there, and I guess he just joins, and he's it's interesting. I never thought about that.
Tried the rat burger. Who knows? He probably was like, "This is delicious." So what you're telling me, Garrett, is when you indoctrinate kids and ban all other sources of information and teach them specific things their whole life, it's because you don't want them to know a difference and try to force ideologies onto them, and that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
Good to know.
Interesting.
Good to know. I don't know if there's any sort of similarities,
parallels at all.
Stuff going on today.
Is there even one child in the movie? Can you guys think of a frame where there's a kid in the movie?
No,
I can't either. Right? Like they don't even address it. And giving birth is illegal unless you have a license to give birth.
Oh,
I forgot about that whole thing.
China communist stuff right there. Yeah. And they call it fascism, but I mean, so many things are parallels of each other in fascism and communism. It's like the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like child control. You can't have your own kids. You can't.
Right.
You can't do all these things because the government
can,
tells
but
you
it has
it's
to
for
be
the better.
approved.
It's for the greater good that we don't.
The greater good. That's why I was hesitant on using that phrase on my show earlier, because the term for the greater good is saying the means, you know, the ends justify the means, and that is never not always the case. Sometimes it can be, you know, in certain situations, but when you have people that just want power that are telling you that, you have to really look at what the means are.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, says sewer kids. There's kids in the sewer. So that's the only place you see kids.
Oh, that makes sense. Right, because you're not allowed to have kids. And they're like...
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Good point. Good point.
Yeah,
Didn't even notice.
right.
All right, I want to get a couple of these super chats in.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yakasha Ronin. For €5, the exchange of bodily fluids, do you know what that leads to? Yeah, I do.
She
Kids
goes,
smoking.
Raiding the fridge.
A desire to raid the fridge.
Yeah, that made me laugh at that part.
That's a good scene. He's
The
like,
hunka
the
chunka.
hokey pokey, the hunka chunka.
What is the hunka chunka? I've never. Hunka chunka. Dang, I was a good kisser. You can't. That's right. You can't even. It's discouraged to kiss, even to like they're down to that level.
Also, I loved his reaction, which was so genuine, which he's like, would you like to have sex? And he can't even believe he's having the question.
What?
Yeah.
He's like, here, right now?
100%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very honest. I like that part.
Which is also funny because you think about, wait, didn't he just talk about how his wife was like beating her hands against the block of ice and he's sad about his family being dead? And no, I would totally have sex right now, though. Like, you're offering, like, yes.
Hey, I mean, Sandra Bullock, she was a babe.
Yeah, in her prime, that's good, yeah.
I mean, is she still a babe? I don't even know, actually. I haven't seen her.
I think, no. Oh, well.
She was in Gravity. That's the last movie I saw her
She looked okay in it.
Oh, wow. Gravity? That's
my chat and I, we know, we talked about this yesterday. Sandra Bullock does not look too good these days. She's not gracefully aging like she, a good normal person would. She's decided to go with completely killing the top lip, where it's just a big flat bar across the top of her mouth. Yeah, it's not.
Right, she's succumbing to the Botox world.
Yeah, it's sad.
That's a shame.
Cool.
Sad because she didn't need to do that. I'm sure she would have aged gracefully.
You don't need to.
Yeah, no, I agree. Natural beauty is amazing.
Yeah, Lady Gravemaster for $10. That's a hiya. I take personal offense to not being on this panel. As punishment, you must use the 3 seashells. Seriously though. One of my favorite movies of all time. Great flick pick. Thank you. So thank you, Lady Grey.
I've actually found here, pop this up real quick. I found a website. Screen Rant.
Oh my, I'm gonna really mess this up. Here we go. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is
so
it's I just how they work. Since the film's release, many have speculated how they work.
Wow, found it.
When asked in an interview, Stallone revealed, explaining that a writer told him, "You hold 2 seashells like chopsticks, pull gently, and scrape what's left with the third."
That's not getting everything. That's not getting everything.
That doesn't sound sanitary or.
And it doesn't look like there's a bidet in there. There's not a bidet in there.
Yeah.
I mean, they look metal.
Yeah, they look like metal.
Right? I
mean, and who's cleaning them?
There they are.
How do they get cleaned?
Exactly.
Yeah, yep. I don't understand. Like, that sounds. How do you grip it? Like, how do you, like, do you?
This is horrible.
I don't know. I think that.
No.
I think it's a meme that should have never been explained.
Never explained. Because
the fact that the writer even tried and that's what it was.
I think it's better for the just to use all 3 of them in a scraping motion along. Or using 2 at once.
I don't want anything scraped along my butthole.
I think it would be better to have.
What if they're like made of soft future material or something? I don't know. And like, how much is hanging off of you that you have to use? Like, you have to clamp. Like, what is that?
Well, the first one's for the dingleberries. Just the second one.
Grab it like this. I feel like there's a lot of chance of touchage. I don't want to get them on my hands.
Huge problem.
Yeah, wait. Are you using the same seashells I'm using? Because I
that's
want
what I'm
my own
saying.
seashells.
Is there like
All
a
right.
seashell cleanser or something? I feel like there
I was
has to
hoping there'd
be.
be something in the seashells, like, water or something, cleansing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or like there were buttons. They press a
Mhm,
button. It's like a
mhm.
bidet thing. And
That's what I originally thought.
That sounds
That,
better
like,
than the
You
scraping.
hit the first button,
yeah.
and like a little thing comes out and goes,
Yeah.
sprays your butthole.
Or it's like a
you hit
laser
the
that
next
just
one.
lasers off all the poop. It's like
That sounds efficient.
Well, that's the first one. The
Right,
second
right.
one is like the water cleanse, and then the third one's like big air
yeah,
drawer, just
blows on your butthole.
Heat wave, yeah. Heat.
little heat blast,
Mhm.
dries you off, and then you're good.
Demar's for $10. That's a yeah. I was working on a Taco Bell. Working at a Taco Bell when this came out.
Oh, that's right.
There was a big deal. It was a big ad. Oh, also I heard that in the UK, it's not Taco Bell, it's Pizza Hut. So when they go
What?
to the
Pizza.
restaurant, it's a Pizza Hut and not a Taco Bell because they didn't have
Wait,
Taco Bells in
Are
the
you
UK.
talking about in Demolition Man?
Yeah.
It becomes
Ooh.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, in the whenever they released it in the UK,
Yeah.
it was Pizza Hut instead of Taco Bell because they didn't have Taco Bells and it wouldn't have made any sense.
Interesting. So they like made an edit.
Yeah.
Or did they have the actors say Pizza
Well,
Hut
I think-
instead?
I'm trying to think. I guess they would have to have overdubbed it. He does verbally say, "I would like a burrito." So
Right.
and then the
Well,
trucks
let's talk
also
about that,
say
though. No,
Taco
no,
Bell.
it has nothing to do with the type of food, and that's what I want to target. It's because Taco Bell was the only restaurant that
yeah,
absorbed all restaurants.
Yeah.
So every single restaurant came under one name, Taco Bell,
Which
and
Right.
that
because
is
of
a
the
monopoly on food.
franchise wars.
which is happening right now, because think about it. Disney has one singular, gigantic, globular vanilla flavor. Every superhero IP, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Marvel, you name it,
Yep.
they got it, and it's all funneled into one streaming service. Like
Yep.
it's removed all choice, kind of like the movie. Like really, how much choice do you really have in your entertainment? Which is why I watch old movies from like the 50s or the 70s or the 80s or even like Charlie Chaplin stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Buster
nowadays, Buster Keaton, dude, he did all those stunts.
Genius.
Dude,
The
you could've
tricks that
died,
they
he
yeah.
fell off buildings and they just filmed him falling off buildings. Not
Well,
Yeah.
great.
A lot of it
That's
was
true. He
camera
did do
tricks
that.
too, but like that's what's
Yeah, I
cool
was
about
gonna
it.
say.
It was physical camera tricks, not it was like we're
Something
gonna
with
shoot
Buster
this in
Keaton, though.
reverse in a
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
in a certain way. Like the trains coming together, it was shot in a
Yeah, the
reverse. where they
optical
pulled the-
illusions.
He
yeah.
was also kind of like a jackass, like
A little bit,
pre-jackass
yeah.
jackass.
That's true.
It's like
You
the
watch those-
proto
there's one on
jackass.
YouTube where something goes wrong as he's going on a ladder onto a building and he just falls like 2 stories just straight up.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
metal,
And just got
metal,
up and walked
dude.
away. Yeah.
Metal.
like, all right, let's do it again. Oh,
But basically,
my back.
Taco Bell, Disney, kind of the same thing. That's what really stood out to me. Like, wow, that's
Yeah.
actually happening. But not in
Both
the
make
food
you want to
industry.
shit yourself.
Well, look at the list of companies that are under that umbrella.
It's
of
huge.
Disney.
Insane.
It's a huge.
And then-
So many
and
news
then
companies.
Pick another one, Coca-Cola or
Mhm.
Petridge Farms or like any of these big
Mhm.
companies that like they buy all competition, everything, any competition, like all
Nestle, I
these
think, is that way too.
natural food stuff. Like, what could I,
Oh, is Nestle owned by Disney?
Tom's toothpaste that's owned.
Yeah.
What is that, Lisa, or what is the little bunny rabbit that like Anne's fame? What is it?
Is it? No,
There's
yeah,
like a-
Annie's. Annie's
Annie's,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
That was its own natural thing, bought up by like
Disgusting, by
M&Ms
the
or,
way. I hate
like,
that. I hate it.
they're all. But
I hate
all
that
of these
brand.
brands, all of them are under the same. They're all the same company now.
Yeah.
So it's they're like, it's basically like saying Taco Bell owns everything, but we're gonna let you keep the name. All right, Chipotle, you can
It's
still
Rome.
be called Chipotle. You
It's
can be
Rome.
called.
They're coming
Pizza
in going,
Hut.
all right, Chipotle,
Yeah.
you can be called Chipotle, but you're gonna do everything the Romans do, okay? You're gonna
Right.
pay us
That's
taxes.
Disney.
That's Disney, yeah. They come in.
Well, that's what Call was saying.
this
It's
is
all
this
the
is Star
same.
Wars, but it's our
All the
garbage.
same, dude.
This is
And you know what
Marvel.
also?
This is
it's
our
the
garbage.
same
zone.
ideology too,
Yeah.
right? And it's like that is so preachy. All of it. It's so preachy.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get preached to. No
Did you just
one.
Preached
see?
to
Did
and
you
lectured.
just see the
Lectured to,
the
yeah.
GLAD conference with the executive from Disney talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
Oh yeah.
we need to have more representation,
50%.
even more
50?
representation in kids media.
50%
Get outta
of
here.
all characters will be gay. And it's like,
All right, I got
Well,
a
how do you
huge,
know?
got
How
a
do you know
huge
they're gay?
donation
Who
here, so I
cares?
want to read this. I want to read this
All right.
out. Major Bloodstone 69 for $100.
Oh,
Dude.
100.
Triple digit.
Boom. Just wanted to say,
Triple
great
digit.
people talking about great things always opens my mind to think more about stuff came from FlawdZilla channel. Dude, Flawd's
Where's he
community
at?
is awesome. They're so much better than Flawd
Flawd, we
because
miss
they're
you.
here.
Yeah,
There it
that's
is.
how Flawd speaks.
Hey.
Shame on you, Flawd. I wanted you to be
Zing.
here.
Sure.
Yeah, Flawd.
Sure.
Then found Crigler from Flawd and Caul. Now I'm here. And of course, Flawd always shows up late. Much love. Well,
He better show up.
go bug him.
Or we're gonna make fun
Somebody
of
go
him.
bug him. But thank
It's
you so
already
much.
begun.
I appreciate you. Dude, the Flawd squad is so
Black.
nice. Fucking, they're fucking awesome. I gotta say,
They're the
fucking
real.
awesome.
They're the real ones.
Real deals.
Real recognizes real.
Mr. Buttcrap Media for 99 Canadian cents. That's probably like $100 in American dollars. I don't even know.
Not yet.
Just a poop emoji. You can clean that up with 2
Shells.
yeah. And then the third one is to scrape off the excess. There's still some there. So I'm saying there's a lot of people walking around in the future with streaks.
Dude.
A lot
All
of
of them.
people.
Or just
Every
shitty
single one of
buttholes.
them. Yeah. And then John
That's
Spartan.
the real reason they don't get too close to each other.
Yeah, don't touch hands, man.
Yeah, be well.
Spartan
Keep your
goes and
sneaky ass
you know,
away
he
from me.
cusses at the find machine and he uses those receipt
Smart.
paper. Imagine using receipt
God.
paper to try and clean your ass.
Waxy.
Dude, you know how much BPA is in those things?
Yeah.
It stays in your. Don't touch receipts, by the way.
Don't,
That
dude. They
shit's
get all over
terrible
your
for you.
fingers and it's
Wow.
not good.
Yeah. Especially don't wipe your butthole with them.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not a safe thing. I mean, I guess if you've got 3 seashells or a receipt, I guess you might have to do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Lady Gravemaster
Be a
for 2.
Be a man. Use your hand. Sorry, that's, I'm
That's a
old
be a
school.
man. There's nothing else in there. I think there was a toilet scraper that I saw in the background as well. I mean, you could use
You
that
always
too.
got your hand with you. All right. I'm just saying.
This isn't the Middle East. For $2, they actually demolished a building for that scene in the beginning. Wait,
oh, did
in
they
the beginning?
actually bring one down?
Wow.
Yeah. When
Dang.
he blows up
One,
that
right?
first building.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a POS building.
Yeah, it looked
so
like a
it wouldn't surprise
warehouse
me.
full
But
of
that's
glass
back when
and
they actually
metal.
did stuff for movies.
Dude, and it
It's
feels
better,
different.
yo.
It's better. It's
There's
so
not
much
that
better.
shaky, like, what is it? Like Jason Bourne cam.
Dude, I hate that.
It's not all CGI. Like, I thought,
Yep.
Right?
Remember watching Jackie Chan movies as a kid and your mind would be blown seeing the things
Yeah.
he was doing because you would just be a nice,
Yeah.
clean shot of what's going on.
And you're seeing everything happen all in
Dude,
one
I-
shot.
I hate those quick shots. I
The
get,
worst.
Like,
The
I have
worst.
to
Witch
close it.
shots.
I'm just like, no, that's different. That's also bad.
Yeah.
Because Blair Witch is like that just to me screams low budget and
Which it was.
Which it was.
I mean, yes, it was, but I for the record, I've never seen it because I have
Wow.
zero interest in seeing Blair Witch.
Trash.
It looks terrible.
Paranormal Activity. I did not understand the Paranormal Activity craze. Everybody loved it. I worked at a movie theater at the time, and people were like insane about going to these movies, and they suck. They all suck.
That's a
they were
movie.
They were boring.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, it was like I'm sitting here watching a camera in an empty room for 5 minutes straight, and then something happens in the last 2 seconds, and then it cuts. This is stupid.
Yeah.
It's not
The chick would
scary.
Walk up and just be like doing this for
Wow.
like
Yeah.
3 hours next to the guy. Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like,
If you,
oh man, I'm so scared.
if you listen to the static, you can hear them say yes.
Dude, but that movie made so much money. So whoever came up with the idea to make money on do that thing,
It
they're
made a
like
lot of money.
genius bank robber. Like, nice job. You got
Yeah.
him.
Good job.
You got him on that one.
The Uber Geek, the high quality meme lord,
I
Uber
know
Geek.
Uber Geek.
the Uber Geek for 2
Yeah.
British pounds. They even got rid of sex. That's right. They got rid of it. You can't touch. You don't want to touch each other. Can't have sex. Can't have babies without a license. They took
And
away
even
everything.
if they were to have kids, they're not gonna do it the old-fashioned way. They'll probably have it like
She
Yeah.
explained it. Yeah,
You're not gonna have the
we'll go
hunka-chunka.
to a lab.
Right.
It's gonna be fine.
right.
and that's
Gross.
where we're going.
Terrible.
We're going to picking out embryos and the little aspects
That's
that they have.
crazy. That's
Like
crazy.
what what's his name, has 2 kids on the way. There's one kid 1 month and another kid on the second month. What is that guy's name? Gay dude.
Dave Rubin.
Dave Rubin. That's right. I don't know why I forgot his name. But yeah, I mean, it's like you pick out your embryos. It's a little.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
A little weird. I don't know.
It's like making your starting character in a video
Not
game.
necessarily that's what he's doing, but I'm just saying. Like,
No. The whole like artificial. Like, I have a buddy who's pregnant right now. I think a couple months in.
My gosh.
Well, no, his wife is, but you know,
it's 2022 after all. So
yeah, I guess you got to ask. It's fair.
There is an emoji for that.
Yeah,
he's going. Stop.
That's when you know it's real.
For like a full blood work DNA like breakdown.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't know if I even want this, you know, but like,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah, like,
you know, it's
I don't even know if I want to know if it's a boy or a girl. Like, I kind of want to do it old school where like I'm waiting. Like, am I gonna have a son or a daughter? Because I don't care.
That could be exciting.
Like, it doesn't matter. I want to know. Like, when it pops out, I'm like, all right, it's one or the other. By the way,
it's one of two.
Are you a biologist?
It's a very easy way to tell.
Are you a biologist?
Yeah, can you tell that? You can't tell that.
I mean, how are you gonna wait and then know?
Because I'm normal and I can say that if it's a dick, it's a guy. If there's an absence of a dick, it's a girl.
Ban him.
It's that easy.
Ban him.
It's XX or XY. Oh, that's the Y. There it is. Right there. All right. Big like his father. Proud of him.
Look at him. Look at that boy. I did say my kid came out with some balls. I gotta say, they were big. I was like a little worried. I was like, "What's going on down there? They get some big ass balls down there." They shrunk over time. You know, they went to normal size. But at first, I was like,
"What?
Goodness,
those are grapefruits." I don't have big balls. Like, is that even my
what's
son?
going on here? My balls are tiny. Anyways, we're talking about a movie here.
What are we talking about? Oh, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, what's your favorite scene? If you had to pick one scene, what is your favorite scene?
Adam, you go first.
I love the museum scene when Phoenix is walking through and he's like looking at all the stuff and he's like, man, where's all the futuristic guns? What is this?
Where's the future?
Like,
where are the phasers at?
And then he looks over and he's like, oh, he's so animated.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like he's like the Riddler and the Joker from like the cheesy 90s Batmans mixed up with like a martial art freaking guru.
But he's
scary. A badass though.
Yeah.
A freaking scary badass version of it. I love that museum scene. I think it's so cool because, you know, the cops are like, all right,
lie down.
Please, sir, relax. Next, tell him to get on the floor. Please get on the floor.
Yeah.
He's just like, you know.
Yeah.
But that futuristic gun, I always thought that thing was badass. And like his excitement, he's like, you know what? His realization, like, I'm in the future. Like, I want this future shit. And then like, that's when
how much you weigh?
They finally engage. You know?
Yeah. I love that the lead up to that scene. Because he's just walking through, and he's like this wild card in the middle of these these people that are like, oh my gosh, what's happening over here? And then that guy comes up. What is your boggle? My boggle. How much you weigh? Bam! Throws it to the thing.
He sells it really well,
Smash
and because it's in this era of like a cheesy 90s flick, like action movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. You need the antagonist to have that kind of crazy energy, and he sells all those because he's a lot of one-liners, and
you over the top dude.
When they're said poorly, but when someone can make silly writing sound badass,
I think every one of his one-liners is great.
Yep.
Like I lose my head if it wasn't attached.
I wrote some of them down. They were so ridiculous.
That one's awesome. Okay, so we'll start off with this very specific, where they do a callback. It's like set up, payoff. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Well, I'll remember that. And then at the end of the movie, he gets fucking frozen and he hits his head off and it smashes in that spectacular slow.
That's the best one-liner too. He goes,
good memory.
Heads up.
Yeah, heads up. Like there's so much setup for that joke. And it's
Not
like,
only do they set it
man.
up with that, but the line where he goes, is it just me or is it cold in here?
Yeah.
And that's in the first act, and that's in the third act, and then he's like, good memory, and that's right when all of it like buttons up. So they do actually, even though it's kind of a cheesy action movie, it's pretty freaking well done, man. Like it fits getting across what they want to get across to the audience too, because otherwise it would be so heavy. Because think about this, guys. I had this thought like 3/4 of the way through. I'm like, is this rated R? This doesn't feel like it's rated R, because back then what was violent is not what is now. Like I see stuff in PG-13 movies and I'm like, way more violent than this. And Phoenix does do a couple of crazy things, like he throws a dude in the fireplace. That was pretty hard.
Like pulling his eye out.
Eyeball. That was pretty. That always shocked me as a kid. I was like, oh my gosh.
Kind of feel tame though, compared to like stuff from today.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Almost like Power Rangery. It's not nearly as
in a way,
vicious. Yeah.
It's almost a bright movie. Like you do have the gritty parts of it, but it's kind of overall a bright movie, which is, it comes with the territory of having this like pristine world.
Utopia.
Yeah. But yeah, like everybody's like happy-go-lucky singing show tunes and stuff.
It's crazy.
So what was your list of great one-liners?
So there was a couple. So you're on TV, and then he swings a literal TV and ridiculous. The best one for me, the one that made me laugh about the most, like, be well, is like, be fucked. Yeah, that one was really good. And then there was the heads up, and then there was the Simon Says. Like they played off of, you didn't say Simon Says when they were fighting. Sometimes. And there's like 20 more that I didn't write down, but
it's chock full. Like every line that Simon Phoenix has. One of my favorite scenes is when he's thought out all of the other convicted murderers and killers and shit, and he's telling them about the future, and he like lays out. It's almost like at the middle of the movie, they're like, all right, let's explain to the audience, like just remind everybody where we are. And he has a round table of like the gangsters and everybody. He's like, we're in the year 2027 or whatever.
I wrote the line down because it was like when he said it, I'm like, dude, he literally just described 2022. He said, the world today has become a bunch of pussy-whipped Brady Bunch version of itself. Pussy-whipped Brady Bunch version of itself. Yep. I was like, that sounds a lot like how...
That's harsh, man.
And that was in 93.
93. And then now we're like way down the line.
Wait, what year was the future?
96. Only 3 years ahead.
No.
The future is like 2030.
Right. 2030 something.
Yeah, where did it go to?
Is it 37 or 34?
Yeah.
And it's in the 30s.
It's like 35 years in the future.
It's 32. Because I remember thinking like it's 10 years from now.
So imagine oh man, this is a frightening thought. So we think that we're a pussy whipped Brady Bunch version of ourselves now.
Yeah.
Now, if the current course of where we're going gets worse and goes to the point of, think in 2030, 32, 35, imagine what like society would look like.
Well, if Klaus Schwab had his way, if Fauci had his way,
own nothing.
If Biden we have more Bidens in our row, this is what's going to happen. We're going to turn into this society where you can't say anything that might be offensive. You can't eat anything that you're not told you can eat. You need to eat. You have to eat bugs. In fact, we're going to make, Soylent Green for everybody.
Well, wasn't that people though?
It's people.
Okay. So Soylent.
The food that you eat on a Snowpiercer, that was bugs. That was
the red bricks.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna get. That's the world they want you to live in. Is that world? And more than likely, the people that will put them in that position, all of the poor people, and that they use all the time to get votes, will end up being the people under the bridge.
Except there's so many more of them.
There's tons of them.
Multiply that.
What do you do with all those people?
What do you do with
Soylent Green, bro? Soylent Green.
Yeah,
man. I have some conspiracy sided things that I could go into, but we're supposed to be talking about the movie. I mean, but that's the crazy thing is like this movie really has a way of showing the power dynamic of the elites and what they think of the people. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna like dethaw this guy, implant his brain with a bunch of technology, make it so that he can't kill me, and he can kill whoever I want him to, and I want him to kill the leader of my opposition, who's basically leading people to be against what this is, and it's like,
yeah,
that's
and not
frightening.
Not only did they treat, they see him that way behind their backs. That's a great point that you make. They also, to his face, say it to him at the Taco Bell dinner. The elites, like, let him know, we're better than you. You're a barbarian. You're scum. You're beneath us. They don't even like pretend not to think that way.
Yeah, that girlfriend is there. She was really good for a one scene actress. Like, she really played that disgusting highfalutin, like, I'm so much better than you, you barbarian.
Reminded me of Anna Katsarian. You're right. I'm better than you.
I am better than you.
Remember that?
Yeah, I'm better than you.
It's true. She could have played that part pretty well.
Yeah, it should be great. Another scene that's really good that I like is whenever Cocteau, he feels like he's won. He's like explaining it'll be a perfect society, beautiful in every way. And then the whole time, like, Simon Phoenix is like trying to kill him, and he just can't get. He just goes, "Just kill this motherfucker!" Like, I'm just getting sick of this guy. And he throws the bad guy a gun, and he just goes, boom, 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 boom. It's like, you didn't think about chaos, man. You know, so you have everything planned.
Dude. That brings another good point, which is their reliance on technology made them a lot more inept. Like, Sandra Bullock doesn't even know how to drive a car once she has to do it. And what you just said, one of the smartest guys that socially engineered an entire freaking city wasn't smart enough to realize that guy could just give the gun to someone else to shoot him. Because when the technology got that high, the naivete went through the roof. And
how many phone numbers do you know right now?
2.
Me?
How many phone numbers did you know when you were 10?
So many.
A lot. Every single one of my friends' numbers, my parents' numbers.
In your head, yeah.
Imagine, right? If we didn't have Google on our finger. Now, I don't use Google, but it's just like, what the phrase. If we didn't have the access to the internet to get any information that we needed, how much more knowledgeable would we be as human beings? How much of the internet is actually hindering us and holding us back instead of like helping us propel into, like, we're getting stupider and stupider, dumber, because
so quickly
we don't need to know the information.
Yeah,
exactly. And that maybe not like the Wall-E world where everyone's just in VR worlds, just fat slobs on a freaking what?
Though I don't know. I think we're kind of there too.
It feels like we're going.
We're not there yet.
Working out is fat phobic.
I couldn't believe that when I saw that post of yours. I don't think it's real, but
I think it's real.
It could be real. I don't know anymore on the internet.
It's hard to tell.
Who knows?
You can't tell anymore if something is just a parody to be hilarious or if they're.
It is a little on the nose with the art. The art of that post is a little like.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know. That's a little crazy, but my mom just super chatted us.
Yo, really? Say what?
How you doing?
My mom just super chatted us.
What's up, Mama?
I saw that go by and people were like, "Oh, Mama super chat." I don't even see where it is.
Where?
But
is it too?
Mama
is it
super chat.
I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll catch it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, Darth Caul. I don't want to overlook you. What is your favorite scene?
I think the climax, just him kicking his head off, man. You know what I mean?
Scene. With the ice coming up the machine, and he's got to jump off.
Yeah. Just that. I thought they climaxed and like met the end of the third act so well for what they set up for the movie, and yeah, man, it's just pretty boss. Anytime Wesley Snipes was just doing like crazy martial art kicks to people's faces.
Yeah,
any of those, because those were sick.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see the difference between him as Blade and him as Simon Phoenix, because I mean, Blade was doing some cool stuff too.
Super badass.
What a great movie too. I haven't seen that one in a long time. I got to rewatch that.
Dude, the opening of that movie. I mean, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it, but I'm just repeating what everybody says. That opening is so fucking rad. Where Blade, where the human.
I don't remember it.
Oh, dude, I almost don't even want to tell you because it's so good.
I actually don't remember. I almost don't want to be
told. Dude, it's so good. The music is awesome. The fight scene's awesome.
Watch that again. I might watch that right after the show.
So good,
dude. All three, and he's a badass in all three of them.
He's a badass in all three.
The differences is so insane, and it's so sad that, like, he went to jail. for tax evasion. Is that
Based.
what he went to jail?
Based.
He's also he's
That's a
notoriously in what is it? He's in character all the time on set. He's method.
Yeah.
But that,
So like he threatened to like kill people. I'll kill you when he was
I am Blade.
oh really?
Yeah, like I think he told the director like threat.
Well, that was like mainly the last Blade
Right.
because there was so many issues with that movie
Yeah.
production wise.
Oh really?
There was
Yes.
he was at like the throat of that director, and the director was kind of the same way about him. And he wasn't shooting scenes together. Like he would just be like, if I am not literally needed for my face, have the double do it. I'm gonna be in my trailer smoking weed. Don't bother me.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a lot of heads hitting each other.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know any of that. That's interesting.
But yeah, that's a good point.
I
Like
do
the contrast between Blade and Simon Phoenix. It's almost like Simon Phoenix was just like him letting his whole character. He was like, "How big can I go with this character? I'm gonna go
Right.
over the top."
How
and it was
loud can I be?
And it was like over the top in such a like you can go way over the top and it be just ridiculous and kind of silly. But I think
Yeah.
he reined it in enough to where it was like he's still menacing and scary because you can see he has those moves. He can kick your ass for real, and he is menacing. Like when he goes crazy at the end, it's the best day of my life. Like
Yeah, that was tight.
he's a fucking good actor, and I wish he had more roles to be a villain because he is such a good villain. New Jack City, it was almost like The Godfather in New York.
I've never seen that movie.
New Jack City. It's like The Godfather in cocaine gang New York, and it's like his rise and fall in that reality, and he's so good in that movie too, and this as well. But this is like an over the top version of that, and it's just it hits on all the best levels.
Simon Phoenix is like the Rodman of villains.
Yeah. And it was like during the same era.
Same
with the
era.
crazy hair.
Same era. Like I mean,
You
I
could
grew up.
argue
That they were probably
influenced.
friends. Probably,
Probably.
dude. Doesn't that seem like it could have been? Because
he's kind of like Joker. Like he's off
kind of the
the
bad,
Yeah.
he's kind of the
crazy,
bad
like,
man. Like
sprinkle a little Rodman in there. Mhm.
Yeah,
you know, and Rodman was freaking good too. It's like he was a buy. That dude could play. That dude went all out. 100%.
He's good.
Michael Jordan's coach, Phil Jackson, said that the best athlete he ever coached wasn't MJ. It was Dennis freaking Rodman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a crazy.
Because he needed the coaching.
You got to coach MJ. Captain
Yeah.
Ridiculous Awesome.
Hey, Captain Ridiculous.
What's the last part? Ridiculously awesome.
Awesome sauce.
Sauce. Okay. It goes 3 dots after that. I don't know what it says. For $10. Oh, yeah. The captain wants a review of Big Trouble in Little China. That's a new. That's one I got to put on my list because I
Great
love that
movie.
movie as well.
Never seen that one.
Dude,
Oh, so
you've never seen that
good.
movie?
They would
No.
never make it now. They would never.
Oh,
ever,
really?
ever
They would.
do.
No.
Good
And it's not
job.
even offensive.
Well,
It's
good.
just like it has Asian things in it. And
Stereotypes?
yeah, stereotypes, which stereotypes
movies
are a
aren't
little
allowed.
true.
It's what? The movie's what?
Epic. Like it's.
Oh,
Epic.
dude.
Okay.
It's like
It's
a.
epic. It's way
it's a
shorter than
lightning in
I.
a bottle from the 80s. Yeah.
At the end of every time I watch it, at the end, I'm like, why is this movie not like an hour longer? I want it to be. I want more, but it's very short and sweet, short and sweet.
Mhm.
John
Cool.
Carpenter at his finest. Captain Ridiculously Awesome Sauce, again for $5. You use your underwear or rip off a piece of your shirt sleeve. Oh, to wipe your butt. Come on, man, that makes sense.
I'm not ripping
Better
my
than
Yeah.
shirt.
Better
Wipe
than
my ass
scraping-
every
Look, I'm not
time?
getting my
Yes.
hands dirty. Okay, these hands are for killing, not getting doo doo on.
Mhm.
I don't get no doo doo hands.
Okay.
Okay. Is this your mother, Robin?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay, how do you pronounce it? Robin Sevi? Savvy?
Is,
Savvy?
she didn't want to be a
Skull-learned?
Mormor. She didn't want to be grandma, so she came up with Savi. So
Savi.
she's Savi.
Skolgan? How do you say the last one?
Skoglund.
Skoglund. For
Yeah,
$9.99. That's a yeah. Hey boys, dig in the chat. I'm gonna be an old lady.
She's not that old.
I know.
She would resent that.
I resent you. I hate you so much. I'm digging the chat. I'm turning in from. Oh, she's not even watching now, so I could talk all kind of granny. She's not even watching. I'm turning in from now on. So I'm tuning in.
Maybe it's tuning.
Oh, maybe she is watching. I'm sorry. Hey, Adam, love you. Love mom. Hey, Caul, miss you. Quarter, congrats on the baby. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Good health to all. Love Adam's mom. Heart, spider.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Mom.
And some horses. Thanks, Mom.
Love you too. If she's still,
Love you, Mom.
She's still here. She just said I'm here.
Love
Okay,
you, Mom.
cool. Thanks, Mom.
I meant every word I said. All right. Other than Wesley Snipes, who do you think your favorite character is?
I'm gonna go with Stallone because
Stallone.
You need because look, the
Absolutely.
standout is always going to be. Let's not forget, Heath Ledger completely overshadowed Christian freaking Bale as Batman in The Dark Knight.
That's true.
So just because Stallone has to be the good guy and the straight man, like you need that that kind of character to pair off with your crazy psycho Joker, Two-Face, martial art vampire situation going on. So I think they were great together, and they freaking sold that movie, man.
Yep.
He was almost like also a wild card. So it's like you have the straight man as like everybody in the society, and he's the fish out of water that is trying to like understand what is going on.
Yeah.
And then you have Wesley Snipes, which is even crazier than that.
Yeah, and you know, he like when she asks if like we laughed about it earlier when he was like, she's like, ugh, like I actually have sex. Like, you know what that means? And he's like, yeah, you know, it's like, it's that common sense. Well, duh, of course I know what's going to happen. This, you know, right in the fridge, blah, blah, blah. It's like his reaction to how crazy society has gone. It's like that meme that I keep seeing. It's like the blue-haired person that's like, or the NPC saying, who radicalized you? And it's like the Chad face. And then the Chad face gets closer and gets closer, and it's like, you did. I'm a normal person from like, well, it used to be 50 years ago. Now it's
like 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I'd say even 5, yeah.
Right, but no one did. I'm normal. I'm still maintaining like normalcy. You have just gone so crazy far that everything is extreme to you. So the way that he sees how crazy the world is we all can almost relate to him many ways, because
100%.
if we were in that world, we'd be like, what the hell is this?
We are in that world, I would say. It's not.
That's how we feel every
thing.
day is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
here's
exactly.
Another crazy thing is at the end of the movie, and you guys can correct me if you don't agree, but it seems like Stallone makes a pitch to be kind of moderate, because he's like, you need to clean up a lot. You need to get a little more dirty. And he's like, everyone's kind of like coming together as a society. And because it's kind of a cult, man. Remember this guy, Cocteau or whatever, when he's dead, a lot of the cops are freaking out. Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, well, I don't even know what to do.
Everything. So it feels like it's almost like a cult has been disbanded at the end.
Yeah.
And it's interesting for him to make a push for kind of like moderation. At least
I love
like
that. Yeah, I love that. It feels like that's what needs to happen. You know, that, man, the layers of this movie is
crazy.
It's glorious.
It's all packaged in this like stupid 90s action flick.
Right.
But really there's so much packed in it of just like cerebral theory on society and what happens if you let your society be controlled to the point of utopia, and you have somebody at the tip of that spear have so much power that he can bring somebody back from the dead, basically, to kill a singular man that really has not done anything wrong except for try to survive,
live free.
And it's like so much in this movie, and I don't know if they intended that to be, and that's the difference between movies now and movies then. Even stupid movies like this that you could consider it's a stupid brainless action movie with explosions.
They live is that same cheesy,
the same
camp,
thing,
so impactful,
so cheesy.
The concepts there of society and not letting things get out of hand and questioning things.
It probably makes it more palatable too for the average viewer, like the average person, because if it's as dark and as heavy as the material they're actually presenting, it might turn a lot of people off. But if you make it a little bit lighter, a little more fun, a little more camp, they can process those ideas better without probably.
I'm not watching 1984. I'm watching Demolition Man, but I'm getting 1984 vibes, or
that's what I like about Alex Stein.
Brave New World vibes.
They mentioned Brave New World in the movie. He even goes, Brave
Huxley.
New World. Yeah,
Huxley is her name. It's a very specific thing that they're doing. So it is mindful how they wrote it.
Oh yeah, too. Phoenix, Resurrecting, Spartan, the fighter, like every name fits in that movie. They definitely thought about it when they planned it out, for sure.
What were you gonna say, Adam? You were gonna say something?
I don't remember.
All right, I'm gonna read a super chat then. You can think about it. Where was I last off? You could say Ronin for €2. Passenger 57 is the best and not appreciated movie. Passenger 57. What's Passenger 57?
Is that the I don't know.
Passenger 57. Oh, it's Wesley Snipes. It's
Oh, it's another Wesley Snipes movie. Okay.
Let me see. Is he
like a marshal on a plane or something, or?
That's what I was gonna say, because I know that there was The Fugitive, and then there was a sequel to that. It had Wesley Snipes.
Sequel to The Fugitive?
Clear and Present Danger.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not this.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen this. I don't know
that one. I got to see that one. I love The Fugitive. What a great movie.
It's Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is in it too.
Is it Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Right. All right. Yeah. Great movie.
So it kind of continues that from Tommy Lee Jones is also in it, and he chases down Wesley Snipes.
Nice.
But yeah, Passenger 57, an American action thriller directed by Kevin Hooks. The film stars Wesley Snipes. There's no actual description of it though. I gotta check it out. I'd like to do a Wesley Snipes watch-a-thon, or just watch a lot of Wesley Snipes.
He didn't get any credit for being, because they were like, oh, and this is no disrespect to Chadwick as Black Panther. No disrespect, and rest in peace. But when they were like, he's the first black superhero, I'm like, did you not watch Blade 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, right. Hell, he started superhero movies basically.
Yes,
that was the beginning of superhero movies. That was before X-Men. That was before Spider-Man. That was, I mean, come on. I mean, that was the start of Marvel superhero movies. There was DC movies before that.
Franchises,
and everyone loved it. It was
everybody loved that movie,
and no one was like, I only like it because he's a good black superhero. It's like, no, he was a fucking badass because Blade's a badass. That's it.
And everybody loved him.
Not until right now that because we're making fun of these people did it even dawn on me that it could have been that he was the first black superhero movie kind of vibe, It's
but some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Cares? He was a badass actor. He was a badass as Blade, and that's why it was a good movie.
One point that I wanted to bring up that stood out to me a lot was Huxley has the recognition sometimes violence is necessary, because it's like, if I don't shoot this person, the person I care about is going to die.
Right. And so she did it. Right.
She did it. And then she even talks to Stallone or Spartan after, sometimes I understand it's okay to use violence if you really have to. That would never be in movies today. They basically just gave an endorsement to you can protect yourself if someone's infringing on your house, on your person.
And they also...
That's a great point.
Also, huge. Sylvester Stallone earlier, Spartan says it's not great whenever he kicks everybody's ass at the cocktail party or whatever, and he kicks all their ass, and she's like, yeah, you kicked their ass, and you were doing uppercuts and all this stuff, and he's like, no, it's not good to hurt people. I don't enjoy... Well, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But it's not good. It's not good to hurt people. So it's you got both sides of the coin. It's it's not good to hurt people, but sometimes it is necessary to save life. It's man, is this movie secretly based, super duper based?
Openly.
Who is the writer? Because
one more crazy thing. Remember Executive Bob, the guy from Beetlejuice with the crazy hair? He's fat.
Yeah.
This guy is the representation of the rot that continues to exist, in my opinion, in DC. Because look how quickly he changes from one side. Anyone who's not going to kill him, oh, you killed my last employer. I'm still pretty awesome. Would you like to employ me? I'm pretty useful. Doesn't matter who it is. He does it 3 times in the movie. Oh, I'd love to work for you.
Yeah.
And more importantly, he's not elected. And that's a lot of the issue with the rot in the government, too, because the people that aren't elected that are moving the papers around and filling these seats of people that don't need to... They don't give a shit about the president because the president will be out in 4 or 8 years and they're still hanging around.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? Those are the same kind of weasels that just do whatever they want.
We need to get away. We need to get them out of there. Brett the Illustrator, what's up, Brett the Illustrator? He does illustration.
Brett, how you doing, man?
He's good at it.
He's been doing them for a while. He did a huge poster for the Timcast crew a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw that. The picture you're holding it up looks badass. He also did a FNT one too. That was pretty cool as well. But he's got commissions open, I believe. Go hit him up.
Nice.
For $5, Escape from New York, greater than Big Trouble in Little China. Ooh, that's tough, but
to me, it's
I mean, I love both of them.
Both are, I can't pick. It's like both flavors are great.
Snake Plissken is just so over the top, and I love it.
Yeah.
Dude, and Kojima asked the director, like, do you mind if I just legitimately use him for Solid Snake for all my video games? He's like, yeah, do it. Yeah. So it's like the same character from.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
He asked permission and got it. He's like, yeah, use him.
It's tight. Nice.
So good. Sequel. It's good.
LA?
Yeah, LA is
good. Not as good, but still.
It's still good. I mean, it's still Kurt Russell, and he's always a good time.
Love Kurt Russell.
It hits home these days in Hollywood. It's like, that's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Get out while you still can.
Get the hell out of there
before the walls get put up, dude.
I know, man.
Ayakashi Ronin for another 2 euros. Smexy Bullock. He's a Bullock fan. Sandra Bullock fan.
She was pretty sexy.
Pretty.
I liked her in Speed. I thought
Speed
she was
out. Yeah. She was pretty cute in Speed. That's a good movie too. Speed.
Yeah.
Great soundtrack.
Great movie.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's awesome.
Captain Ridiculously Awesome Sauce for $5. Big Trouble over Escape from New York. So we got a little bit of a little bit going here. All right.
Okay.
You guys can keep fighting it out in the chat. And we'll refresh. That was the last one. So, dude, you guys have anything else you want to add to the?
I got one more.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 more.
Dude,
okay.
Lay it on us.
So Dennis Leary is like, I need to use guns to go grocery shopping because he actually needs to steal food to survive. So that's an actual, like, that was the reality in the fiction. AOC likes to mention, they just
needed bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just needed
so
bread.
That's interesting. Also, Rob Schneider's character, when he answers the phone, they got this wrong. Is like, if you'd like an automated response, please press 1. By that year, you're never talking to a person if you call.
Yeah.
If you call the station, you'll never talk to a human. So they got that wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, they got the reverse on that.
Yeah.
Little note, little factoid. Jack Black is in the movie. Did you know this?
What?
No.
Jack Black is in the movie.
Demolition Man?
Yep. He is one of Dennis Leary's henchmen guys that's holding the shotgun. And whenever he pushes the shotgun away, it's Jack Black that does it. That he's the one that's holding up that shotgun. I'm gonna find it. I'll show it to you.
I'm looking, yeah.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
What's your last point there, Caul?
Oh, that was my last point.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you might have one more. That's cool. Yeah, it was really cool watching this movie again because it's one of those movies. The nostalgia is like getting high on that nostalgia when you're watching that movie.
Yep. It's one of those. It's one of those movies that I've seen it so many times. It's not even lines anymore. It's not music. It's almost just the flow of the same. There's a weird state whenever I've seen a movie so many times where it's like The Matrix. Yeah, I know the words that are coming next. It's almost like I'm listening to a song and I know the words. And it's just like, it's all one big piece of art that I know.
And the music tells you what line's coming up.
Exactly, yeah. I'm the same way with Batman Forever. I watched it so many times as a little kid. Batman Forever. Ninja Turtles 1. I watched that Ninja Turtles
1. The Ooze was okay. I like
the Ooze too, but
so much.
The first one is...
Well, because remember how we talked about it wasn't really rated R? In 1990, when the first Turtles came out, moms were so mad at how violent it was that they forced the second one to super kidify it.
And
that's why it wasn't as good.
It's like Batman Forever.
Yeah,
because of Batman Returns.
Good.
Yeah.
What a fantastic movie. Man, they used to teach morals and teach hardship in movies in really well. Demolition Man. You really
uplifting at the end.
Yeah, there's such a plethora of different things that you can learn from this movie if you just look a little, and that's it. The more you watch it, the more it unfolds.
There he is.
Jack.
Wow, yeah, look at him.
Jack Black.
Look at him. Look how young he looks.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
That was his first film role, I believe.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
Just an interesting factoid I think about every single
that's
time I
fun.
watch the movie.
I did not know that, so that's cool to see.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
All right, dudes. Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad,
Yeah, it was.
Adam, you get to watch
Absolutely.
it again after so long, and then Darth
Yeah.
watching it kind of for the first time, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah, pretty
it's
much.
been a long time, but kind of re-experiencing it in our current year where it's so relevant.
And coming with those notes. Yo, like,
Yeah,
you
dude.
really kind of...
I was ready, baby. I was
helped
ready.
He's tight.
Ready to go.
Dude, you helped get some points going. That was great.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you,
But you
brother.
are a professional. You are.
I love to see
professional,
that.
so.
I love to
Thank
see
you,
that.
sir.
So, Darth, what are you doing? What's up? Tell the peoples.
So I usually do character streams on Twitch. You can follow me at Darth Caul. It's Caul. And you can find me on YouTube. I have interviews, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much any social media. Just Darth Caul.
Link in the description, by the way. Adam, what are you doing?
What's up, everybody? I do a show on YouTube called The Crigler Show. Both of these gentlemen right here join me. Caul joins me on Mondays for Base Staff Monday. Really fun show. FlawdZilla, you may know him, you may not, but he's fantastic. He joins me as well on Mondays. And then Wednesdays, I have 1/8 Wednesdays where this guy joins me and we discuss life and anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Really good time. I do a lot of interviews. Viva Fry is coming on my show tomorrow. Really excited to talk to him. I also have a coffee company, Crigler Coffee, freshest coffee that is available.
I got this
anywhere.
prop ready to go every time.
Nice.
You
Snapped
cannot
into focus too.
Yeah, you cannot get fresher coffee than that right there. It's roasted after you order it, and you get it with it. Some people have told me they got it 2 days after they order it. And
That's fast.
That's after they ordered it. So that means it could have been roasted the day before. And so you just can't get any fresher than my coffee. So definitely check it out. And then follow me, of course, everywhere. Adam Crigler. But my YouTube show is The Crigler Show. And yeah, that's it.
It's in the description. It's in the description. Tomorrow, I am going on You Are Here with Elijah
cool.
Schaefer, that son of a bitch, and I'm going to kick his ass.
Please do.
So everybody in the chat, not tell Adam. I'm not going to kick your ass. We're good, bro.
yeah,
we're
I was
good.
like, what?
Tell Elijah that I'm going to kick his ass. So let him know, because I'm coming down to the Blaze Studios and I'm going to kick his ass. And we're going to do that tomorrow. And then also, I might be making an appearance on the old Louder with Crowders next week. So keep an eye out for that.
That's dope.
Also shot a nice commercial where I had long gray pubes. So look out for that. That's coming out as well.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you what it was for, but
I think that was enough.
that was enough of a tease. A cock tease, if you will, for my appearance. Oh, we got 2 more chats, and,
Sure.
and then we'll get on up out of here. Jonah Nexus for $10. That's a hiya. QBG is granny shifting, not double clutching like he should. He's lucky that 100 shot of Nos didn't blow the welds off the intake. Is that a quote from something?
Is this a Fast and Furious?
Is this
line?
Fast and Furious?
Isn't that from
Sounds
Fast
like
and
it.
Furious, the first
His
one?
granny shifting, not double clutching.
It's the only Fast and Furious I've ever seen, by the way.
The first one?
I think I've only seen the first one.
You didn't see the
first
second one? I call that one the bro
The
cut.
Tokyo one?
No. That's like the third one.
I don't know. I've
Fast
only
and-
seen the first one.
Fast and Furious 2 is Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson saying bro literally 500 times. They say it, and every single time they have a line, it starts with bro, it ends with bro. It's like the military.
Wow.
It's very
I
crazy.
don't think I'm interested.
I'm not interested. I remember going to Tokyo Drift as a teenager and being like, this has got me pumped. This is awesome. I love Tokyo Drift. And then I think I never watched
was
one
it
after
good?
that. No, dude, it's not good. Not a good. None of those movies are good.
Yeah.
The first one was pretty good.
The first one
It
was
was pretty good.
like Point Break with cars instead of
Mhm.
surfing.
Yeah.
In
True.
Bangkok.
And? Yeah, and?
But it's not.
That's pretty
it's
good.
not nearly as. It doesn't have Keanu Reeves in it.
Okay, good point.
All right, the Chicago box for $1.99. Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. Let's go. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's notoriously bad.
Jeez.
Notoriously bad. Only joined to troll. Only joined to troll at the Biden dollar menu level. Biden dollar menu level is the $2 level, by the way.
Nice.
Put it together in your brains. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Darth Caul. Go subscribe to these smaxy motherfuckers, and I will see
powered by StreamYard.
Powered by StreamYard, because I never pay for it. I don't usually do 3 people, so I usually do the 2, and it's I can hide it.
Hide it too.
That's
you're
right.
Cheap bastard.
I'm cheap bastard. That's right. So
love you, Garrett.
Go watch Adam
Caul,
tomorrow. Watch
man.
me tomorrow.
Awesome.
Caul. Go subscribe.
Absolute
you
pleasure
beautiful
being
people.
on the show. Thanks for having me, man.
Dude,
I really
no
appreciate
problem.
it, brother.
You got them notes, bro. You got them notes.
Thank you, brother.
Making me look like a chump. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, hold up. Okay, real quick. I don't want to miss this. I hope you're still there. Thank you all to all the channel members. We're still up. We're still up. They can hear you. They can't see you. They can't see you. It's a good night screen. Darth Vader, the Lord Vader himself, sent me a donation message for, my goodness, $200. Good Lord. Coming in with that Empire money. I appreciate it, dude. That's blows my mind. Legitimately. I'm not playing. This isn't a bit. I'm not joking around. It's fucking rad. Okay. Making up for lost time and all the streams I missed. You can thank Adam for bringing me here. Ooh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate you. I'll buy some Crigler coffee. That's what I'll do. Miss you on Crowder, but love seeing what you're doing here. Keep up the good work. Hello, Adam and Darth Caul. Thank you, Darth Vader. You fucking Chad. You Chad amongst plebs. I love you. That's right. I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you guys too. It goes do 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 do. It's just Darth Vader. But hey, Darth Vader, we're close like that. We're close like that. Yeah, you just play it around. It's okay. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. That's right. You thought I was going to forget, but I did not. I had to say goodbye to some rad motherfuckers named Adam Crigler and Darth Caul. Go subscribe to those guys. They're awesome. Awesome dudes. And we're going to have them back on for sure. That's right. Seth Thelonian, you knew. BS, you knew. That's right. I'm getting up off the chair. I'm standing up because it's Chad stream time. The part of the show that's after the show, but almost the better part of the show, some may say. And I say to those people, I agree. Not to put shade on the guests, because they're also very awesome. But there's just a different level, you know, the Chad level. You, me, and all the other Chads just chatting up here after the show. Not clicking away, not saying goodnight, not saying goodbye, because we're just too Chad-alicious. That's right. Let's say what's up to everybody. Black Magic. Bro, Black Magic. I have seen Black Magic in streams for the last, I gotta say, 4 years at this point. We used to hang out in the Matt Christensen chat. I should see him in that chat every once in a while. It's good to see you over here. Fucking rad. I'd love to get Matt on the show, but he does not know movies at all. And it's almost their gimmick to do the watch a movie they've never seen before. So I don't know. I don't know how that worked. But I'd like to get him on too. That'd be awesome. Marty Art. Chad. Good night, mister. We know Chad. Kev L. Chad. The Crigler mother is a mother Chad. You're a mother Chad. Robin, look at you. You're a mother Chad. Ben. Remo Spes? Remo Spes? Chad. Super Chads. Michael. Chad. Heroine of Hyrule. Chad. Dallas Sparks. Chad. Jonah, you are a Chad. These are facts, okay? I'm just telling you. I'm not, you know, I'm like the Constitution, okay? I don't give you Chad. I just announce that you're a Chad, okay? Darth Vader, good lord, you Chad, you Lord Chad. You know, I don't give you these powers. You already have these powers within. And you display them when you don't click away after the stream ends. Only joined to troll. I feel like eating some chatter now. Eat some chatter. That's what we eat after the show. Marksman of 117B. Chad. We know this. Mr. Tickle Trunk. Chads. Dan in the dirt. Damn. You a Chad? You a Chad as well. Arkansas, you know it. You's a Chad. I'm gonna lay down the law again in case you guys are new. Maybe we got some new folks up in the Chad level here, hanging out from the holy shit. Hold up, I gotta set the baseline, and then I'm gonna get the Dallas Sparks. Just do it. Just laying down the biggest Chad levels. I mean, almost the biggest. Darth Vader had some big Chad levels, man. Double the Chad levels. Let me set the record straight. We got some new people in here coming from the Adams show, coming from Darth Caul's fans, maybe some FlawdZilla fans, even though he didn't show up. That's okay. We just got to get him on next week or something. Maybe we'll do that. Now, reset it. To become a Chad, all you have to do is literally be here right now. I don't give it to you. Nobody has the power to give out Chad energy except for yourself and your own actions. That's right. You fought off the urge, the pleb urge, to click away as soon as you saw good night. Plebs left. That's right. Now it's just me and all the condensed Chads. So if you're in the chat right now, you're watching this stream right now, even if it's later, even if it's archived later and you're watching this right now, you are a Chad. You have that Chad energy. You went all the way back to the end of the clip, at the end of the video. Damn. That's some Chad levels off the charts. I don't even know how to handle. I'm glad. In fact, I'm glad that you're on the other side of a screen right now, because I don't think I could be in the presence of all that Chadness. That's too much Chad. I think I'd get cancer from all the Chad radiating off your Chad body. All right. Now, one of the rules of the Chad stream is what I just explained. You get basically some uber Chad levels just being here right now. Something else that some exceptional chats like Black Magic here decides to do. The generous Chads among you guys, after the show, it literally says goodnight. That's like a sign to say, get out of here. What are you doing? Leave. But no, your Chad energy is so immense that it comes busting out your fingertips, and you send a message to me after the show has ended. So let's scroll up. I want to make sure we got 3 chats. Okay, we got 3 soups after the show ended. Now that's crazy. You guys are going off the charts right now. All right, Mr. Tickle Trunk for 2 Canadian syrup coins. I simped for Flawed in everything. I know. Flawed, he's flawed. He didn't watch the movie. I said I want Flawed in here anyways. But no. We're gonna have to get him in next time. Good dude. Go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to FlawdZilla and the FlawdZilla network. Even though he didn't show up at the show tonight. It's okay. Didn't show up at the show. It's all right. Still love him. Still love him. Dallas Sparks. Now, Dallas Sparks throwing down, just whipping it out, throwing it on the desk, saying, look at my Chad energy. It's coming out my eyeballs. I got so much. Dallas Sparks for $100. That's a hiya. Gotta make up for Flawed missing. This is Major Bloodstone. By the way, Major Bloodstone, you're an insane Chad. And I love that about you. Seriously though, out of character, I do appreciate that. That is freaking awesome. Very generous. All right, back into character. That's right, back into character. Black Magic for $5. Super Chad thing to do. I'm saying all of these equally Chad. Throw out a super chat. I appreciate it. Black Magic, what's up for $5? Again, well, yeah, I didn't even press that one. That one just came out. That yeah just came out. Was that just in my head? I don't know. That was weird. I'm not leaving until Adam's mom is blue with a tool next to it. Say her name. Where is she? Is she still here? I'll tool her. That's okay. Mod. She's a mod now. Made her a mod. You have been modded, lady. I wish I could say your last name. I apologize. Lady Adam's mom. The beautiful Adam's mom. Marksman of 117B. Chad levels intensify for $2. Pickin' stream died again. Internet fails. Oh. Pimpa Pickens. Why did it die? Sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad. What are you guys saying here lower at the bottom? Chad stars, that's right. Deanna, Chad, you are a Chad. So I'm telling you, you are a Chad. Don't think, Diana, just because you're here, you're gonna ride under the radar. It's too late. You're already a Chad. Too late. You can't undo it. Can't undo it. That's right. Only joined a troll with a donation message to subvert YouTube, which is almost even more Chad. That's like so anti-authoritarian. I love it. $3. Chadical, brah. It's Chadical. We're all getting Chadicals. We're all getting it Chadicals. Chadical. Let's I'm gonna put this up here again. I'm gonna do this member stream. Ba-boom. So, for all the beautiful members out there, and literally anybody else that wants to watch, we are doing a members stream on Saturday. That's where everybody gets to watch, but only the top tier secret uber duper Chads get to jump in the little conversation, and we hang out. I did it last month, and it was awesome, except my power went out in my house, and it had to end shortly, which sucked because it was a fun conversation, and it just went on, and we probably would have just sat there for like 3 hours, 4 hours straight. It was a lot of fun, so we're doing that again this Saturday with you guys, and it's gonna be fun. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I think we're gonna get an update about maybe a book club. Arcasol, we talked about this. Maybe a book club, maybe something else. We'll figure it out, and I think we'll pick a good book. I'm thinking maybe Mistborn, because I want to read it again. I'm getting the itch to read it again. Marshman at 117B for $2. Pippa cursing the internet on Twitter. Talk. ASF. Who's Pippa? I don't know Pippa. Is it Rippa? Are you saying Rippa? Or is this Pippa a different person? Elden Ring stream. Wait. Together? We play together? I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to play Elden Rings. We'll see. I'm also I'm pondering this, and I'll talk to you because we're cool like that. We're the Chads. We're close. All right. I'm thinking about maybe reopening because we had a Good Night Mister knows what's up. He opened a server for us to play Project Zomboid together, and then I think everybody thought that it wasn't just an open server. We'd only play together at the same time. But I want to maybe do like an exclusive members only server. So you have to be a channel member to get into this server. And it's an open server that we play together, as in together in the world together. But we don't have to necessarily play together every time. But like every month, we do a stream where I get in there and we get as many people together to play at the same time. But then also throughout the month, you guys can jump in and kind of just survive and build and do what you need to do. I think that'd be cool. And maybe we could all start in separate areas, so we don't start the same. We all start in separate areas and slowly build our community. And then maybe we could like take over a whole town, clear it out, build up a fortress or something. I think that'd be awesome. So I don't know. Ideas. These are ideas we got going. We'll see how it goes. But I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. Sounds racist. Sounds racist. So yeah, it's awesome seeing you guys having fun and joining the channel. I love talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun doing that stuff. I find a lot of entertainment and joy in it. Could do a D&D stream. That's a great idea, Darth Vader. I like that idea. Could do like a one shot, or like a, because I don't want it to take the entire member streams, so maybe like once a month, or not once a month because that is the stream. Maybe once every 2 months or something. Or we do just one show. It's a one shot, and we complete that mission, that campaign, that short campaign. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Great ideas. Yeah, that's right, Cougar. Great ideas going around. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be funny. We'll figure it out. All right. For reals, I'm leaving this time. Not faking it out. I'm not faking you out. I'm not trying to leave and be like, I'm leaving, but I don't leave. I come back. I'm fucking with you. I'm really leaving this time. I'll see you guys tomorrow on You Are Here. That's right. Calling Elijah out. You are here. I'm going in. I'm going to get him. All right. I'll see you there. Also, Adam has a great Viva Fry on, so go watch that as well. I don't care which one you watch. Either one makes me happy. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye. That's what you passed. That's right, Clifton. Yeah, that's right. I ain't leaving. I feel like, Dave, you guys have been so generous. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this Chad energy going. I want to keep it going. Yeah, that's right. 3/4 White Garrett is more of a meme channel, really. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I may start uploading game streams, like do a main stream on the main channel and do a re-upload, but that takes work, you know. It takes work. I'm averse to working when it comes to work. Kangaroo, you win. That's right, you win. Make it a game stream. I don't know if what games do I have? Let's see. I don't know if I have any games I'm really into right now. I'm playing Elden Ring, but you know, it's been falling off, you know. I just don't feel it. I'm not feeling it, you know. I got to like level 75. And it just kind of, it feels empty to me. And I like the gameplay. I'm just not into the story at all. And it feels too grindy. I feel like I'm grinding too much. And there's locked doors that I know I need to get through, but I don't know how to get through. Because I have to talk to some random ass character and listen to everything they say for the one piece of information that'll point me in the right direction from other character that I need to talk to, or some item that I don't have. And I don't know. It just gets a little exhausting paying attention to all that shit. I just can't do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a pleb. Maybe I'm a pleb when it comes to From Software games, but I don't know. I feel like it's too open. It's too open of a game. Black Magic, damn! For $5. At this point, I'm just testing the bank's algorithm to see how banned I am. From Polite Society, love you all. Black Magic, with all of the currency, and I'm talking social currency, you've built up. I'm amazed that you're even allowed on the internet. Have we gotten to the end of the soundtrack yet? Is this the end of the soundtrack? This could be the end of the soundtrack. Hold up. Was that the end? Oh, no. No. Wait. Did it restart? No. We're still going. We're good. It's like an hour-long soundtrack, so I don't think we're even close there. Although I've heard this song before. Maybe we are in a second one. I don't know. You know what I do need to do, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I need to do it. I need to go out, get a bottle of whiskey, and we need to do a Doom Eternal roast-a-thon stream where you guys come in and you roast me while I play Doom Eternal and get drunk. Because that's a fun time. And it's been too long since I've done it. Needs to happen. Maybe we could do that as a member stream. That could be fun. And Cole isn't here. I know. Dan in the Dirt, I'd love to help you when you with your mini garden. Well, I need a lot of help. I don't know what's going on. I just kind of planted stuff and we're gonna see what happens. I went out there, watered it a little bit. Give it a little water. I think it's okay. We'll see. Whiskey and Doom, yes. Clifton, yeah. Yeah, dude. The roast-a-thon is where I literally play Doom. In the Discord, I get maybe like 5 people in it because it gets a little crazy with more than that. Maybe we rotate some people in and out, and you guys just roast me and tell me how bad I'm doing at the game. And I think we're gonna do every 10 deaths, you have to take a shot or a drink of your choice. Could be water if you want, I guess. But if you want to really play the game, you got to take a drink of some alcohol. But it's a good time. Alcohol required. It is a good ass time. Ben, you know what's up. It's got to be whiskey. I mean, I'm going to definitely do whiskey. And I got to get a good one. I mean, I might do maybe a rum. I'm not going to mix it. I'm going to do one or the other. I'm not mixing. I'm too old to mix my drinks, dude. Too old to do that. That was for early 90s. No. That was literally when I was being born. Early 20s, Garrett. Now we're in the late 20s, Garrett, and no more mixing of the alcohols. What? That's late. Literally the late. Yeah, that's really late. Get out of here. What? My wife coming here age shaming me. She's already 30. So she's just mad that she's old. That's true. That is true. You're mad that you're old. So, actually, hey, now you can take care of me for the Doom stream. Remember last time we did the Doom stream? I got super drunk. Yeah, I kind of like need you for that. That's why I haven't done it, because you've been pregnant and shit. So now that you're not pregnant and shit, you can take care of me. That's right, Tyler. Yes, it's still going. We're still going. Ben, I'm 32. I'm ancient. Yes, I'm talking to my wife. Last time was legendary. Were you there, Arkansas? I didn't know you were there. Yeah, dude, that was a fucking sick stream. That was an awesome stream. I mean, literally a sick stream. I threw up. Also, lore in that, mysterious things happened because the stream just ended. I don't know how it ended. I was playing the game and then the stream was just done. I went back to go watch it and it just stopped. I didn't press a button or nothing. It just ended. So, who knows what happened? Who knows? All right. Okay. For real this time, I'm not faking you out. You guys don't believe me now. I will see you tomorrow on You Are Here. I think I'm guest hosting or I'm a guest. I don't know what's happening. Elijah just called me and was like, "Hey, you want to be on the show?" And I was like, "Yeah." So, we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. But I got work to do. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. For real. I don't know what time You Are Here is to Dallas. You fucking mad lad. You mad lad. I don't know what time You Are Here is. I think it's like 5 or 6 Central Time. I think it's 6 Central. I'm bad at this. I'm sorry, but just go over to that channel to take a look. And Dallas Sparks for $20. Oh yeah. Just been laying down the pipe all day long, but we are here. You're here now, but you're going to be over there at You Are Here tomorrow because I told you you're going to be there. Okay. It's 3 a.m. in the UK. So if you want to watch, wake up early in the morning. All right, bye. That was a perfect cut because the music stopped.